We head into the MDL boat show. We're taking you guys to see some of the boats and new trends on boats, and let's see.
Let's go. Excited for it. Let's see what we can find on the way.
Fantastic.
I'm going with a few friends, and one of them is interested to buy a boat, so let's see what he's about to say.
Yeah, £5 million boat. We're gonna buy it now. I don't know.
I'm Luis Neto. This is my voyage from refugee to refitting a sailboat. I'm a barber at sea, cutting through the waves. If I can do it, so you can. Welcome to the South Coast Boat Show. Come with me, I'll take you guys in.
It's been a really nice show for us here. What's good is we've got a location on Southampton Water, so we've got a lot of people who are local visiting us.
Okay.
It's a nice opportunity for them to potentially learn a little bit more about the club.
£50 a month is a good price, especially for an enthusiast.
That's the thing, to get into boating, it is a really nice entry level price.
Yeah.
And you don't have a huge commitment of having to purchase a boat that might not be right for you. We've got lots of different boats in the fleet, so you can try different boats and find out the best one.
And we recording a video for YouTube. If you could give us a tour of why people should buy this boat and the great things of the Albert Rassi, because this is a boat with a, what's the word?
Well, it's a boat with a history, with a pedigree.
Yeah, pedigree, that's the word I was looking for.
And Albert Rassi have been building boats for over 75 years, where they build them now. And
Yeah, if you could tell us a little bit about the Albert Rassi. That's a boat with the pedigree.
yeah, and we've been building boats for 75 years, and this is the current incarnation of the Albert Rassi design. It's a gentle evolution of the way the boats have been from the first concept of the Albert Rassi. And we've been gradually developing the hull forms to make the boats a little bit better in light airs and in downwind performance, because our boats are built for long distance passage making, and a lot of long distance passage making is made downwind, or preferably downwind, and so it's important that a boat will perform off the wind and in light airs, because again trade winds can be quite light. So that's how we arrive at this current hull design. The current hull designs also give you a little bit more space down below. The beam is carried further aft, so you've got more volume in the boat further aft, which on an aft cockpit boat like this means that you can have a great aft cabin. We've got space for a nice sea-going galley here, and for a 34-foot boat now we've got the accommodation of a boat that a few years ago probably would have been 37, 38 feet.
Which size is this?
This is 34 feet.
That's very special as well.
Yeah, and size is quite important in today's. If you're cruising in the Solent, we're based in Hamble near the Solent, and marina prices are very high. You don't want a boat that's bigger than you really need. And now I think more people can live with a 34-foot boat when you've got the kind of accommodation and sailing performance that a boat like this has got.
Yeah. And does this boat perform well upwind?
Yes, yes. I mean, all Albert Rassis have always been good windward boats. and they've been good, comfortable sea boats. So it's important. It's been an important criteria that the boat is comfortable at sea. Comfortable at sea to when you're on passage, but also when you're at anchor or in harbour. So you can spend time on board the boat. If you're passage making, you will spend more time on board the boat. So she's a good windward boat. She does everything that you want a comfortable sailing boat to do. Although she's much broader in the stern sections now, with flatter sections that help with the performance we were talking about earlier, she still has quite a full and rounded shape in the centre sections and a deep forefoot, so that she's still a comfortable boat at sea.
And do you sail yourself?
Yes, yes.
One last question. Which advice would you give to your younger self?
To my younger self, probably sail more. or maybe I should have sailed less when I was younger, so I could sail more now I'm older.
Love it.
How long have you been working for Albert Rassi?
Well, it's over 30 years now.
Wow.
Long time. I
So
have
you-
one question for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. What would you give to like younger people that are looking to get into sailing, really?
I think what is important with sailing now is the ability to get out on the water and go sailing. There seems to be we speak to people who want maybe a career in sailing.
Yep.
And so the first thing they do is they get the qualifications and then they start looking for a job. Actually, the first thing you should do is just go sailing. So I started my career really when I left school. Really, I went travelling and ended up sailing and spent 10 years sailing. Started off in big boats, they gradually got smaller and further north, and did a lot of sailing before ultimately finding a career in sailing.
Sailing.
And so I think the thing is get out on the water and go sailing.
Fantastic.
Qualifications are important nowadays, we all have to have the qualifications, but get the experience and get the miles under your belt.
Swedish. That's a Swedish boat, isn't it?
That's right, and that's the west coast of Sweden,
Yeah,
beautiful cruising ground.
Nice.
And that's the Halberg Rassi 50, beautiful sailing boat.
That's the biggest size you guys go.
No, we build a 69 now, so
And do you reckon the Albert Rassi today has the same essence of Albert Rassi from the beginning?
it really does. When you look around this boat, which is the current style of boat that we're building, you'll still see elements of boats that were being built 30 years ago. Elements of the joinery that are familiar to people who own Halberg Rassis that are 30 years old. And an Halberg Rassi that's 30 years old is still doing the job. And you've got a big cockpit, so you can have 4 people comfortably in the cockpit doing whatever they want. They're working as much or as little as they want to in the cockpit, because all the boats are designed really for short-handed sailing. So although it's designed for short-handed sailing with a 340 and a big cockpit, people can be working in the cockpit. You can give them tasks in the cockpit. Down below, we've taken out the chart table. So without the chart table, it gives you more space living space in the saloon. You can have one leaf of the table up like this, and it hasn't really affected the flow of people through the boat.
Passage, yeah.
The single level sole board throughout the boat gives it that feeling of security. It also makes it feel, that like there's more space, because you're not constantly stepping up and down into different areas of the boat. And so I think the balance of space that you've got down here and in the cockpit make it a great family sailing boat.
And do you have a boat as well?
I don't at the moment, no. But if I did, it would be a Halberg Rassi.
Nice. Thank you. And in relation to like storage, is that? Because you mentioned it's a family.
Yes. So we've got a big cockpit locker on deck. We've got a big cockpit locker. We've got some smaller little bits and pieces lockers. Gas locker and a lazarette where you could also stow a life raft. We've got a big chain locker forward. The chain locker is deep, so that the chain will veer and haul without having to flake it in the locker by hand. But then above that, we've got a shelf where you can stow fenders. So fenders are a bulky thing on a boat
Yeah.
to try and stow, but they don't mind getting wet. They're lightweight, so it's the perfect place to stow fenders up there.
Exactly.
Down below, we've got good ready-to-use space in the galley. So you've got space for crockery and cutlery, and drawers with dividers for your cutlery. Plenty of space for ready-to-use stuff.
Yep.
And then we've got more stowage in lockers, in cabins, and behind seats, so that you can store longer-term stowage. And in fact, on this side here, you can make this a much wider berth. So if you want another berth in the saloon, you've got an extra width here with the back lifted up. There's a reading light under there.
Yes.
So comfortable boat for 4 people outside the saloon. But if you've got occasional guests, or you want another berth, then without altering anything in the saloon, you've got another berth there.
Nice. I like it.
Great.
In relation, one thing I noticed with you guys versus the other ones is the woodwork inside. Is that a feature of the brand?
Yes, I mean this is very typical Swedish build quality. It's mahogany. The joinery is something we're very proud of, and all the paint and varnish finishes are of a very high standard and very durable. The boat still, there are not so many production boats are built this way, but we build the boat with the deck bonded onto the hull. So the hull and deck bonded together and over laminated together as a single monocoque come into the building facility where the boats are fitted out, and then the joinery and the engine and the cooker, the tanks, everything comes in through the companionway there, and everything is fitted in the completed hull and deck. So you know that in 30 years' time, when this boat needs to have the tanks out, have a look at the tanks or something, it's very easy to do. Just take the tanks out, and you can take them out through the companionway. And you also know that all the cabling is readily accessible. Nothing was hidden when the deck was bolted on afterwards.
All right.
Can I have a look of the cockpit there?
Yeah, of course. So there we've got the gas locker there. No gas bottles in there at the moment. Needs a bit of cleaning in there. And then in this side here we've got there's a kedge anchor cleaning equipment. Could be fuel for an outboard. If you had a petrol outboard, this locker drains overboard, so it doesn't drain into the accommodation. So the gas locker will drain gas. Spilled gas goes out overboard. Likewise, if you had a petrol can, any petrol vapour would go overboard as well rather than down into the boat.
And you basically get it sort of sails.
And the big locker here.
So that's potentially something looking around school holidays and that sort of stuff. So no, it's what does it do? Yeah.
I'm just gonna take him to the loo.
Okay.
And then I'll probably give him a baby sheet.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then maybe he'll come back. I'll tell you where he's
Okay. So that's the last. So I run a wealth management company.
Okay.
Yeah. So we look after sort of high net worth families and their assets and stuff like that.
Heads. Standing shower. Okay. Very close like that.
What do you think about it?
Amazing, really spacious, big settee.
Yep.
To be
You want to move in here?
That's it.
This is enough space for you.
That's enough space for me.
big sink. That's another head.
Oh, okay.
Standing shower.
Well, there's a standing shower in there.
Well, it's a performance cruiser, so Veneto, they have two different evolutions. You've got the Oceanus range, which is more of a cruising boat, and then the first edition, or the first line, which is more performance. Yeah, so you can have two different versions of this one. This is more of a cruising boat with the teak deck, but you can have it really stripped out, lighter weight, with a sponge deck as well.
If you have to be in the storm, which one would you rather be on? Which one?
They'll both handle it just as well, to be honest, so either or. Not too bad.
I like the sail on this one.
Do you sell much?
He does. He does, and he has a boat as well. So
Oh, perfect. What's one thing to say on?
I don't understand, why does he have two of those?
It just depends on what tack you're on. So you always want to be stood at the higher end, so if your mast is on that end, you're sat upwind of the mast.
Yeah.
So then when you tack or jibe, then you just move to the other.
Yeah, you move to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was just wondering, I don't sail, I'm a novice in this.
You guys
Wow.
have sailing courses as well.
I mean, as a company, no, but there's plenty around the south coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just one bedroom, this one. 2 bedrooms.
I think it's 2 beds.
Just sleeping there, the waves going.
3 heads. Sleepy 1 or 2 here.
Yep.
This goes down. And the cushion. And then yeah, to be honest, I sleep like 3.
Look at the difference.
I think it's
2,000 pounds.
okay.
It's getting better. Still.
Yeah. And in terms of
This is the Oceanus, Beneteau Oceanus 37. Proper standing showers in the room. Massive locker here. Massive.
Wow.
Yeah.
More space management.
Okay, okay.
My toilet and shower and UEA wasn't this big.
Só o exterior aqui já é uma cena.
Sim, só aqui. Tens a mesa aqui.
Nice. Let's see the.
What one do you want to see?
where did you do that? Okay.
So recently I've got it over a show up here. Okay. Yeah, it's getting to that point where it's like, do I start spending money on going to be upgrading it?
in that
Yeah.
dilemma.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, we do want part exchange.
Yeah.
Look down on the old.
Hello. Is it okay if we record?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Thank you very much.
Another level.
Woo! I love it.
Yeah.
What's this called, Lewis?
Us. Us. Is there like a fridge here?
Oh, this is nice.
Comes with a remote handle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just. You need here. Shall I call her to come talk about the boat?
Yeah, if you want. Comes with a bottle.
Even here, you notice the other one's the very subsidized. This one you have walking space. Literally.
Oops.
Yeah, it's clever, isn't it?
Captain seat.
Yeah. It's got 6 fridges.
6 fridges. So walking from the stern forwards, we've got the high-low platform here. So this lowers down into the water.
Yep.
You can swim on and off of it.
Oh, nice.
Or you can float on a jet. This here is space for a hydraulic passerelle. We have a gangway that comes out of here and extends there onto the dock, so we can search for all the across like that.
That's good. That's cool. Cool idea.
Access in the middle there that takes you down to the 2 Volvo Penta 440 horsepower engines. They're on outdrives. You're looking to do a top speed of about 38 knots. Cruises around 25 knots.
It's fast.
Again, this is just another fridge in here, although you can have a barbecue option. So that then turns into a barbecue with the gas stove below. Little galley up top, so you can
is it?
Go sideways, sideways.
So you can either use the joystick or
All this, yeah.
steering.
Two consoles there.
Yeah. So it's got 2 engines, yeah?
That's got 2 engines.
Okay.
And I like the sound coming from the bolts.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
And it's set up as a big sound system.
I like it. And all the fridges for all the beers.
All the beers.
Yeah, they have the speakers over there.
Yeah. And it's cool. And it sleeps.
Yeah, so there's 2 cabins on this one. So the master cabin up forward, and then there's heads in there. Little galley, and then you come back into this space here. Quite a small door to get through.
Nice galley. Another cabinet here. Look at this one. It's like you're tucked up inside of your personal space.
I didn't think it was going to be this big.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
That's right. Yeah, they're built in Slovenia. They've been building them since 2012. We've been in the UK since 2015. They launched this particular model in 2020. So she weighs 5 tons, does 39 knots, VA petrol.
Okay.
There's a whole range of engine options from petrols, diesels, electric. So if you want to do some inland cruising only, it's
And it's got the electric as well.
Yeah, so they got a little sort of 10 kilowatt pod drive, so you can do sort of 3 or 4 knots for about 10 hours.
Oh, that's nice.
So it depends. Obviously, coastal, you'd have the engine that's in it.
And what type of people usually go for this type of car?
Whole range, to be honest. We've got, the age demographic probably from, we've got
40.
30-year-olds up to 70, 75-year-olds.
Okay.
Predominantly, I'd say, your mid 40 to 50-year-olds, but it's sort of,
Trying to live life again.
family day out, kind of looking for a sports boat, but
It's got like a social feel though, like the table.
that's it. It's Slovenia, so they want to do a nice big open cockpit.
Yeah.
And sort of just enough for a weekend away. Do a little toilet down there as well. So you'll see down here. They're the 3rd biggest casino gaming table builder in the world as well. So they're well into all the woodwork,
Woodwork and everything.
all of this you see is all wood underneath. They can do quite nice high gloss cherry woods.
Yeah.
If you really want to go.
So it's
Great
nice
respect.
for a lovely day out.
Yeah.
And, I like the colour though.
Yes.
The colour.
Yeah. Yeah, the grey's quite an
Yeah, the grey.
it's not a standard option, but
Yeah.
but yeah.
You can fit the colours that you
Exactly.
want as well.
Correct. There's a whole range, to be honest, of the colours that you really want.
In terms of the customization and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the paint options on this
Beautiful
I think are
terrain.
about 22,000 euros. They break it up
Really
to the whole
beautiful
deck and then the roof can change as well. So it's, yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not like circle, it's like
No,
broken.
yeah, bow thruster, trim tabs. Depends where you're going to use it, and you'll have certain options on. But it's it's nice looking boat.
Nice. How's the event been for you guys?
The show?
Yeah, the show.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's Friday was very good.
Yep.
All the social media, Facebook, Instagram, but it's all done by us really. We're starting to push it a bit more
Outwards, professionally.
Yeah, get it done properly. So it's making
good.
such a difference.
Yeah.
It's trying to get it out for drone footage and things like that we've done last year. But it's the cost of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's balancing that with
Balancing the cost with.
So, we probably sell, I don't know, 4 to 6 of these a year.
Okay.
And then we deal with 5 other brands as well. Yeah.
Does the brand work as a service as well? So what do I mean, like rentals?
We've got
where families can.
day boats.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the simplicity of it. I like the
Predominant-
color.
This particular boat, yes,
Yeah.
normally family tend to buy them. They're just, yeah, they're pretty open to it. But, yeah,
Fantastic.
almost do a bespoke boat if you really want it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No
Thank
worries.
you very much.
Jeez.
How far? You get quite far. You get like 200 miles or so. If you go at an economical speed, I mean, you cruising, you drink about 7 litres an hour, an hour roughly. But you get the other way in an hour.
It's a V8.
It's a V8 engine.
Not very glamorous.
Yes, it is, yeah. Up next, I meet up with the Ocean Youth Trust South.